Before understanding the structure and shape of tea trees, please first look at the stages in which a tea tree will go through in its growth process. Please click Daren's Tea Tree Observation Notes in the screen. Let us first take a look at the entire life of a tea tree together. After a flower of a tea tree is fertilized, the ovule on the ovary of the flower will develop into a seed, which is the seed stage before the seed germinates. A tea tree propagated with seed will first go through a period of seedling stage. During this period, the radicle and germ will be sprouted separately until its young stem gradually emerges from the soil. Then it enters into young plant stage. During this period, the growth of the tea tree is very vigorous, and in general, the young plant stage will last about 3 to 5 years. By the time when the tea tree begins to bloom and bear fruit, which are a symbol of adulthood, during this period the tea tree is in its best economic cultivation period and will last about 20 to 30 years. And the old age refers to the period after the tea tree went through the modification cycle of shallow pruning, medium pruning, deep pruning, and tree collar pruning until the death of the whole tea tree. In general, this period can last up to several decades. These are the growth stages that a tea tree propagated with seed will go through in its entire life. We have just mentioned that a tea tree in adulthood stage is in its best economic cultivation period, and this stage is also a period in which all of its organs are fully grown, so we can observe a tea tree and understand its various parts from this stage. Every part of a tea tree has its own function and is indispensable. Now, please click the buttons on the screen respectively to see the appearance and properties of each part of the tea tree. Tea buds. The buds of tea trees are the original body of branches, leaves, and flowers. The buds that grow at the top of branches are called top bud, while the buds grow between branch and leaf axil are called auxiliary bud. Tea bud is one of the raw materials used to process and make into tea, and it is a part with useful value. Fruits. The outer skin of fruits of tea tree is smooth and is green before maturation. When matured, the outer skin becomes dark brown. Fruits of tea tree are a capsule. Each capsule contains several seeds, and the mature seeds are dark brown, spherical, or slightly flat. Roots. Roots of a tea tree propagated by seed are composed of main root, lateral roots, and fibrous roots. The function of main root and lateral roots are mainly to fix the tea tree, while fibrous roots are mainly to absorb water and nutrients needed for tea tree growth from soil. If the tea tree is propagated by cutting, since the roots are developed from the tissues under the cortex of the stem base, so it has no main root, has only lateral roots and fibrous roots. Leaves. Leaves are an important vegetative organ of a tea tree and one of the main parts plucked for manufacturing tea. Tea trees are an evergreen tree. The growth style of leaf blade is helical alternate. The surface of leaf blade is smooth and the edges of leaf blade are serrated. Flowers. Flowers of tea tree are bisexual flowers. Flower buds are spherical and have a diameter of about 3 to 4 centimeters. They grow between leaf axils or at the top of branches. The petals are mostly white color. The whole flower contains peduncle, calyx, petals, pistils, and stamens. Stems. Stems of a tea tree are composed of a trunk and numerous branches. According to different branching habits of plant, tea trees can be roughly divided into 3 types: arbor type, small arbor type, and shrub type. Most of the tea trees planted are of small arbor type and shrub type.